Oh, Twitch is alive. I'm not sure if... Sorry, just double checking, making sure everything's good on every end here. Okay. Good. I think we're good. Yeah. Showing life very much on Twitch, and I think we're showing life on YouTube as well. I'm pretty sure. Think so. Anyway. Well, hopefully it all works out. If not, well. At the very least, we have a VOD recording, so no matter what, we're good there, right? Something like that. Anywho, connection issues possibly aside. Hello, and welcome to our another set of battles in Season 16 of Go Battle League. And this time around, we have a lot of battles that we're going to be taking a part of because this is the closing hours of Go Battle Weekend. So, hence the reason why we also start a little bit earlier than we usually do. So, we have that going for us. Tonight we're going to be taking on all three leagues, starting things out with Great League, going next set right into Ultra League, and then finally closing out on Master League. Sorry, let me go ahead and turn on Do Not Disturb at the moment. You know, we don't want to get any unnecessary pop-ups coming up during the battles. You know, try and avoid that as much as we can. Anywho, we're going to alternate between each set. So first set will be Great League, second Ultra, third Master, and we'll go on till we've hit about 10 sets or until it gets kind of late in the night, depending on whichever comes first. That is the plan. So we're probably looking at 4 sets of Great League and then 3 sets of Ultra and Master. So we'll again see how all that goes. But for now, before we jump into our first battle, let's just go ahead and recap where we're currently at in the rankings. We are currently sitting at rank 18, so no ELO just yet, but considering the amount of battles we have to get through, I'm pretty sure we should be able to get our starting ELO by the end of it. Plus, I believe we're a little over halfway through rank 18, so hopefully, maybe after this first set, we'll be able to see exactly where our ELO stands. And we'll be able to see how much progress we're able to do by the end of the night. But we were able to get to rank 18 with 109 wins under our belt out of a total of 190 battles. And our current longest win streak is around 10 wins, so 2 sets total. Not bad. And we got ourselves a cool 198,000 Stardust throughout the season. So not bad all in all. Hopefully we'll, at the very least, no matter what, we're going to be increasing those Stardust gains by the end of this. It's just a matter of by how much. But anyway, enough going through random initial stats. Let's go ahead and jump right into the basic rewards. Jump first and foremost into the shallow waters that is Great League. And to kind of introduce the team that will be kicking things off. Please don't allow this team to kick us. I don't think any of them have legs, so they can't really kick us. But anyway, we'll be starting things out with a Dunsparce up at the front, who's rocking Rollout, Drill Run, and Rock Slide. Hanging on the middle is a Superior, rising to fame this season with the newly buffed Aerial Ace, as well as Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. And closing everything out, we have ourselves Frostlass, who's rocking Powder Snow, Avalanche, and Shadow Ball. Alright, so with the team all set and ready to go, let's see how we do. How will our first set of the night go? We're going to find out. But that match number 1 in the set is going to be against CVH 82. Alright, CVH, what do you got? First match is going to be up against a Pelipper. Kicking things off with the Burb. Alright, with that, looks like they're wasting no time here and going straight for the Weather Ball. I'm assuming this is going to be a Weather Ball. Yep. It's like either that or Hurricane arrives a lot faster than I remember. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and respond with a real quick rock slide. Ooh, get them well into the red there. And with that, ooh, they're going for another weather ball. This should get us right into the red, if anything, but I believe we should be able to survive. Bang. Yep. We live to see another rollout, like so. And we got the Pelipper right on out of here. Now, next mon to deal with is going to be a Steelix, who's rocking a Dragon Tail as well as the ever infamous Brick and Swipe. Ooh, and with that, we were able to learn a drill run, but unfortunately we do have to say goodbye to our Dunsparce there. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I'm assuming they're now going to be striking back against us with a Break and Swipe. Yep, into which case we were able to handle that fairly well. We do lose a little bit of our attack power, but hopefully we should be able to hang in there just fine. And with that, we fire off an avalanche their way. That we actually do clear out to their first shield. With that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my first shield as well. Starting to look a little bit low on health, so rather not tempt fate if we don't need to. Thank you very much. And with that, the next mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Swampert. And with that, we're going to start things off with an avalanche, get them roughly about half health. And with that, we can waste no time here and go bring in the Superior. I'm assuming this next move is probably going to be a Hydro Cannon. And with that, we should be comfortable enough to farm down the rest of the Swampert, like so. And with that, it's just a matter of getting through the rest of this steel wall that is Steelix. Fortunately for us, we do have a Frenzy Plant at the ready, which we can fire off, clear out the Steelix, and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so off to a solid start so far. We are currently 1 for 1. Let's see if we go 2 for 2 as we look for our next opponent. And next opponent of this set is going to be up against the Farm Boy 3. Ooh, reaching the end of the trilogy out here. Alright, Farm Boy starting things out with a Deoxys. And with that, I opted to swap in for the Superior, but it seems that they have decided to call it a night. Okay. that works out too. Alright, so I guess with that, we got ourselves win number 2 under our belt. Oh, anyway. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and Yugi Knight, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. And Wawo is right. was not expecting such a quick match that time around. I'm actually kind of curious how well we overhandled the defense Deoxys, but I don't know. I guess they didn't, or either they didn't have any counters for Superior for some reason, or they just opted to. They're just like, I'm just here for my 50 battles. I don't. Which I understand. Makes sense. But in any event, we are now 2 for 2. So let's see if we can go 3 for 3 as we go into our next match of this set. And this match is going to be up against Cabellion. Alright, Cabellion, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Lantern. Shiny Flex Lantern. Side note. Alright, with that, we could swap out for Superior for a little bit better coverage, but I think Lantern should be able to handle it. Lantern should be able to handle itself pretty well against this Lantern, I'm assuming. Find out as we first fire off a Drill Run, get them well into half health there. I'm assuming with the amount of energy it's been charging, it's either going to double surf me or hit me with a Thunderbolt. Or it could Hail Mary me with the Thunder, I don't know. Anything is truly possible out here. Let's go ahead and see what this move is going to be. It's going to be Surf. I think it's a Surf out of health. Still kicking. Ooh, with that, they do swap in for the Gligar. Into which case, I'm going to go ahead and chuck some rocks their way and then dip for a little bit better coverage here in the form of Frostlass. And with that, I'm going to try and take out their first move, even if it is dig or aerial ace, we should be okay. Night Slash, we're still okay, but yeah, definitely not as happy about tanking that one, that's for sure. In any event, we'll go ahead and shield out this one just in case it is another Night Slash. It is. They did also manage to get themselves the attack boost, which is impressive. In any event, they do bring back the Lantern, into which case they're going to fire off a Surf our way. I will go ahead and utilize my final shield there. And I'm going to try and see if I can bait out their last shield with an Avalanche. No, but I do get them well into the red, so we got that going for us. Ooh. We did save up a little bit extra energy, but unfortunately that energy is not really going to go anywhere as we lose out on our Frostlass here. RIP, buddy, have served well. And that final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Medicham. I'm assuming it's probably an ice punching Medicham, if anything, so we're probably looking at a pretty rough of... Yeah, it's going to hurt quite a bit. Unfortunately, they do out-shield me at this point, so we're in a bit of a rough spot in terms of actual ability to handle this Medicham. I'm thinking, unless I get extra lucky with the damage on like a drill run or something, I'm pretty sure this is where... Or they could opt for a power punch too. That works out. Now technically Aerial Ace is super effective, but I think Frenzy Plant does do a little bit more damage as a neutral move. That gets us well into the red. I'm assuming with that... Ooh. They're looking to farm us out with counter, but we do have enough energy left to get a drill run in. Unfortunately, I don't think I have enough health left in me to deal with the rest of the Lantern. Not quite. Cutting in a little close there. Yeah, cutting in fairly close there, but unfortunately, the Lantern got the best of us there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are currently sitting at 2 wins and 1 loss. Let's see if we can go for the 3-1 as we go into match number 4. And that's up against Yami Luster. Alright, Yami, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Trevenant. The good news for us is, well, the unfortunate thing is we're facing weak connection. But the good news for us is, due to our Stunfisk's normal typing, we do shut down their nuke move that is Shadow Ball and their Shadow Claw damage. The only thing we have to look out for now is the fact that they do still have Seed Bomb on them, which could still pack quite a punch. Yeah, decent amount of damage. Should be able to tank one more at the very least, I'm pretty sure, but otherwise we're able to dish out some good neutral damage on our end with some rollouts and some rock slides. Put them onto the red there. Ooh, and with that they do have one final Seed Bomb heading our way. We're gonna go ahead and let this one go. Gets us one to the red, but otherwise I think we should be fine there. And with that we're able to roll out the rest of the Trevenant there. Now it's the arrival of the Lantern. And with that, I think I'm feeling confident enough to let my Dunsparce go there. And now we're going to swap in for the Trevenant. And with that, the final mon to deal with is going to be their Steelix. With that, I think they're going for a little bit more of a Stalin tactic, bringing in all the break and swipes. And with that, let's see if we can waste no time here. Go straight for a Shadow Ball. Go for a little extra neutral damage here. Alright, get them onto the yellow. Get them onto the yellow. I'll take it. I'll take it. And with that, we're going to go ahead and start chucking up our shields here. And with that, we do have Avalanche at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that off towards the Steelix. With that, get them well into the red. Okay, and with that, I think I'm just gonna let my Frostlass go here. R.I.P. buddy, I've served well. And with that, they're saving up their Steelix for later. For now, they're bringing in the Lantern. Lantern's coming in with the Thunderbolt. Fortunately, we were able to handle that just fine. Now with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Frenzy Plant their way. Get them well into the red. Alright, but with that, they have now opted to call it a night, which means we do manage to get ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so no matter what, we are starting out the night on a positive with 3 wins under our belt. But let's go ahead and jump into the final match to see if we ended on a 3-2 or a 4-1. Hoping for the latter. The former's okay. Let's see how it all plays out as we jump into match number 5 of the set against Villarreal. Go. Alright, to Villarreal, what do you got? First and foremost is the Queen. All hail the Queen. Alright, with that, our rollout damage ain't what it used to be, but we do have the ever trusty drill run to fall back on in this particular case. Go ahead and fire that their way, get them well into the yellow there. And with that, we're gonna try and tank this out. Yeah, even if it is Earth Power, we should be able to survive. Poison Fang, we're definitely able to survive there. Albeit a little bit... a little worse for wear and a little bit defense lacking, but otherwise we're still kicking. We're still kicking. And with that, now I think I might let my Dunsparce go here. R.I.P. buddy, have served well. With that though, we'll go ahead and bring in the Frostlass. Let's see if we can close out the deal. Not quite. But I trust they don't have enough Earth Power. Yep, it is Poison Fangs, so we're okay. We do lose a little bit of our attack there, which is rather unfortunate, but... or we lose a little bit of our defense there, sorry. But anyway, the Nido Queen has been cleared. Next up is the Marshtomp. And with that, I'll go ahead and shield up here, just to keep my Frostlass as alive as ever. Okay, I think it's about that time. It's gonna fire off another Surf, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump the gun here and go right for the Avalanche, finish off the Marshtomp. Or they're gonna shield. Okay. That's okay. Alright, we take out the other shield, that's fine. And with that... oh, that their final mon is going to be an Alolan Executor. Love the spice. Love the shiny flex. But with that, Frostlass is able to seal the rest of the deal and secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright. I apologize for missing out a little bit on the chat here. Excuse me. Unite that Superior is impressive. Superior has grown a lot on me, not gonna lie. It's just a matter of how well I'm able to utilize. This time around it worked fairly well, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, and also hello Jazzy, welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. And yes, I shall, as far as I remember, I'll try and say Jazzy, but sometimes I'll just read it off as Jazzy QTT, admittedly. Yeah, hope your sets are going well. So far so good. We've actually gone through our first set of the night, into which case we were able to get ourselves a fairly respectable 4 wins out of 5 here. So with that, first and foremost, before I record that, we'll go ahead and collect this 3080 Stardust, a Charge TM, a Lickitung, my next big investment for Great League eventually. Probably sometime in 2026. I don't know. Alright, we got ourselves a brand new Lickitung. This is not the one I'm going to be investing in, but I will borrow the extra candies, thank you. Speaking of, we'll also take these 3 rare candies, and we have made our way to rank 19! Which means no matter what, well, we're getting ourselves the Elite Charge TM, but no matter what, whatever happens in this next set, we're about to get ourselves our ELO. The rating is upon us. The time is nigh. Exciting. Anyway. But yeah. So start out the night strong in Great League with 4 wins out of 5. However, we are going on a rotation here, which means next up we are going to be taking on the... There we go. We're going to be taking on the Ultra League next. And with the CP ratings getting higher, well, my confidence starts to drop a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. But hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes well. But really only one way to find out as we jump right back into the basic rewards. Don't really see a reason why I would ever go premium on this particular set. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the basic rewards. We're going to jump into the 2500 CP waters, that is Ultra League. And just to introduce the team that we'll be using for this set, we'll be starting out with the ever-trusty Mud Boy, that is Swampert, who is rocking Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake. Hanging out comfortably in the middle, we have ourselves... Sorry, someone's like viciously like honking their horn, like I don't know what's going on there. There's a story to tell out there, but that's a story for them to figure out. We got our own thing going on. Anywho, hanging out in the middle of is the one of the Unovan dragons, that is Kyurem, rocking Dragon Breath, Glaciate, and Dragon Claw. And closing out in the back, we have ourselves the ever bulky Tapu Fini, who is rocking Water Gun, Moonblast, and Surf. Alright, so this is the team that we'll be rocking. Let's see how we do for set number 2. I feel like I say that a lot. Anyway. Give it a moment as we look for someone. Oh, there we go. And match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Chechin 25. Alright, Chechin, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against the Gyarados of the Shadow variety. It is going to be a Dragon Claw, a Dragon Tailing Shadow Gyarados. I'm actually going to go ahead and swap in from my Tapu Fini because I don't quite recall what all the moves that Dragon Gyarados might know, but I think we should be able to resist a lot of them, including this crunch. And with that, they have swapped in for the Mewtwo of the Armored variety. I think I missed a couple of those Moonblast cues. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. That. Alright, we'll go ahead and shield out here. It's gonna be a Psy Strike. Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and fire off a Surf their way. Do we take out a shield, or do we do good damage to the Mewtwo? I don't know if we will have taken out the Mewtwo, but I feel like we could come close. That we do say goodbye to our armored Mewtwo. Oh, not armored. Our Tapu Fini here. R.I.P. Putty, you have served well. With that, bringing back the Swampert. They're coming in with the Psy Strike. And with that, we're going for a Hydro Cannon. I see activity has been going nuts out here. Hello, hello. I apologize. My focus is now against this Shadow Gyarados, who may or may not be taking on my Swampert here. I'm not 100% sure. It'll be Aqua Tail. Ooh, not quite. We do have just enough in us to get off one final Hydro Cannon before an inevitable demise. Do we take out their final shield here, or do we take out their Gyarados? Final shield it is. Okay, with that, it's just a matter of how well we're able to tank out this next attack from their Gyarados. I'm assuming it's going to be Crunch, which is probably going to get us well into the red. Oh no, it's Aqua Tail, because it's right about the yellow. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ooh, but with that final mon that we have to deal with is going to be an Obstagoon. Obstagoon is pretty bulky and does have counter on its side, so we may be looking at a, yeah, I think this is going to be a loss to start us out here. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Also, apologize for missing out on what has been happening here. I see a lot of Numos rolling in. What has happened while I was gone? Oh, because Missing Go 2141. It's rolling in. I see, I see. I apologize for missing that, but hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much for the raid, Missing Go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription as well. Greatly appreciated. And the follow. And thank you for the follow as well, Kurt Ketchum88. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. Yeah, apologize coming in on a loss, but hey. Congrats on affiliate. Oh, thank you. Yeah, eventually we're gonna figure out how one makes your sets seem to be going okay. Oh yeah. Started out the night strong. We kicked things off in Great League. Got ourselves 4 wins out of 5 with a Dunsparce superior Frostlass team. So that was not half bad a way to start the day. But now we're in. Now we've dived into Ultra League for our second set. Right now we're in the negative, but you know, everything still have plenty of opportunity to bounce back because we have 4 more matches left in this set. But yeah, welcome, welcome. Enjoy your stay. 73 Nanaman, thank you very much for the compliment on the hat. Anytime the hat is mentioned, I would also like to mention that this hat was gifted to me from my sister for I think Christmas last year. So, you know, shout out to my sister for the, was it the Magikarp drip? Yeah. It has now been the de facto Go Battle hat. So if I'm wearing this in a stream, some kind of Go Battle League business is occurring. Pretty much. As to whether or not I'll bring it into like other Pokemon gameplay or just wear it whenever's, that's a whole nother thing. we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway. But yeah. With that, right now we're again tuking it out Ultra League. We're currently 0-1, so a little bit of a rough start, but still 4 matches left in us. Before we get it back into it, real quick, friendly PSA. Always stay hydrated. Very important. Alright, but anyway. Let's go ahead and jump right back into Ultra League. Just real quick, this is the team that we've been rocking. We got a Swampert up front with the Mudshot Hydro Cannon Earthquake combo. In the middle is Kyurem with Dragon Breath, Glaciate, and Dragon Claw, if I remember correctly. And in the back, we have ourselves Tapu Fini, rocking Water Gun, Surf, and Moonblast, if I remember correctly. And Kurt Ketchum 88, good luck on your sets. Thanks, bro. Greatly appreciate. Alright, but in any event, let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see if we can get ourselves our first win in match number 2. And match number 2 of this set is going to be up against Best J 912. Are you telling me there's 912 Best J's? That's a lot of Best J's. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Best Buddy Jollicent. Not a particularly great place for me to be in, but we're going to try and ride it out here, see how well we handle. Starting out strong with the Shadow Ball. Get us right about half health. Let's see if we can strike back with a vengeance with a real quick Earthquake. And we red one into that one, so fair enough, fair enough. Okay, with that, I'm assuming they're coming in with a Surf now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shield up here and swap right on in for our well, we're swapping in for the Kyurem. They brought in the Surfetched. Not the most ideal place for us to be in, but otherwise, at the very least, we are able to get some good damage in with our Glaciate, and we are able to finish off the Surfetched before they countered us down to Oblivion. The next mon that we have to deal with is going to be the Charizard. He's currently wing attacking our Kyurem. Now we'll go ahead and strike with some neutral damage with Glaciate, lower their attack, if only by a little bit. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and... Last mon is Jellicent. Okay. We actually do have it. We actually did have Hydro Cannon already set up, so after this shield, we're going to go ahead and fire off said Hydro Cannon. And with that, do we take out the Charizard or we take the shield? We take the shield, okay. And with that, they do return with the Jellicent. We do have Tapu Fini holding it down for now. I'm assuming, yep, this next one's going to be a Shadow Ball. Fortunately, we are able to handle that fairly okay. The question is, can we get to Moon Blast before they get to another Shadow Ball? Yes, we can. Hoping for good neutral damage with this Moon Blast. Ooh, very good neutral damage there. Unfortunately, that does mean we are saying goodbye to our Tapu Fini here. This is, I'm assuming this is a Shadow Ball. Yep. RIP Tapu Fini, you have served well. Alright, with that, we are able to mud shot the rest of the Jellicent. And we do have the Hydro Cannon. Unless Charizard's more durable, or I forgot about a shield. Oh, we do manage to... The research tells us we did manage to clear the Charizard, and we were able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, oop. That's not the League one. That was quick spoilers for the next Great League team that we'll be using, but that's not where we're at right now. Right now, we're still duking it out in Ultra League. We're currently 1-1. So let's see if we can knock it back into the positive and get that 2-1 as we look for our next match. Whoever they may be. Excuse me. Missing nearly at ELO. Oh yeah. After this set, I'm pretty sure. Next match is going to be up against, was that Dai 0118, I think? Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Gliscopod. Good question. How do we want to play this? I don't know, but I'm bringing in the Kyurem. I think all of our moves with Swampert is pretty much neutral damage against Gliscopod. And with that, they swap out for their Registeel. That tells me I'm going to need to shield up quite a bit because I'm assuming Focus Blasts are going to be raining down on us from here. Alright. Well, we don't really have any way to really do damage to the Registeel, but at the very least we can, you know, knock down its attack if by a little bit. Couple stages I think will do just nicely. Okay, and I think with that, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to our Kyurem here. RIP, buddy. You have served well. Okay, and with that, go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way. Save another one for when I'm assuming Glycopod returns shortly. Hopefully we don't take too much damage from this next attack from Registeel. Fingers crossed. We got good protection with those attack debuffs. Well, we get to about half health, so it's not bad. And with that, it's the return of the Glycopod. Fire off a Hydra Cannon their way. And with that, I want you to go ahead and swap right on out for my Tapu Fini, into which case they're going to swap out for their Charizard. Alright, so we're not in half bad of a place here. Just a matter of how much damage we're actually going to take from their Blast Burns, because even if it is resisted, Blast Burn still hurts quite a bit. And here comes the first Blast Burn, gets us well into his ELO. And we are taking quite a decent chunk of damage out from their wing attacks as well. Okay, well with that, I'll go ahead and save up my shield. Actually kind of good because Charizard trying to save up some energy by using their Dragon Claw. Okay, and with that, I think now we'll go ahead and use up our shield here just in case they're going straight for the Blast Burn. Nope, they're going for Dragon Claw. Okay. Ooh, and with that, they swapped right back in for Glycopod to catch this Hydro Cannon. Ooh, and they did have the charge attack at the ready, so they were prepared nonetheless. Coming in with the liquidation. We do survive, but unfortunately we do not have the energy to seal the deal against that Glycopod, so unfortunately that is going to be loss number 2 of this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are currently 1 win, 2 losses. So back in the negative, but let's see if we can tie it all back up once again as we look for match number 4 of this set. And we don't seem to have too many in the Ultra League space this time around. But we do still manage to find a battle, and match number 4 of the set is going to be against OG93. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. There we go. And first matchup of this set is going to be up against a Clefable. It is a Clefable Rockin' Fairy win, so bracing for some pretty nasty, some pretty nasty charge moves to be heading our way in just a little bit. I believe it knows Meteor Mash and Moonblast, I think? Yep, well, one of them's Moonblast, definitely. Gets us well into the yellow. Fortunately for us, we are able to tank out Fairly Win for a fairly good amount of time. We're good there. Okay, we fire off another Hydra Cannon their way. I'm gonna farm a little bit, but we do need to use up the second shield because even if it is Meteor Mash, which I'm pretty sure we tank out, I don't think we have the health to tank at this point, so we're gonna go ahead and use up that shield there. And with that, we are able to mudshot the rest of the Clefable right on out of here. And with that, next one to deal with is going to be a Greninja, into which case we're gonna swap out for our Tapu Fini, into which case they're gonna swap out for their, how am I blanking on your name, Magnezone. Definitely taking a lot of heavy damage from this Magnezone. Couldn't tell if they lagged for a quick second, but otherwise, at the very least, we are able to pack some pretty good neutral damage against this Magnezone with our Tapu Finis, Water Gun, and also Surf. So with that, we fire off another Surf their way, clear out shield number 1. Okay, and with that, we are firing off the next charge move. Is going to finish off our Tapu Fini there. RIP, you have served well. Ooh. And with that, before we get off our charge move, this Greninja has returned. So I'm assuming hit us with a Night Slash, finish off our Swampert there. Ooh, and get that attack boost. Ooh, that's a little worrisome. That's not what I like to see. That's a little concerning. That's very concerning, actually. With that, they're firing off the Night Slash, getting us well into the yellow. Ooh, they actually have double charge. Okay, yep, nope, nope. We're not surviving that one, unfortunately. So unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 3 of this set, so this is going to be a negative win-loss to get us into the ELO, which is rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. GG's all around. And with that, it's a little bit redundant at this point, but I'm going to try and switch up the order just a little bit, just to see if maybe having Kyurem at the front gives us a little bit of a better chance, and then having double water in the back. It does put us at risk of any potential grass types along the way, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to handle that when that happens. But anyway, let's see if Kyurem being at the front at least gives us our second win of this set as we look for our final match of this set. Just taking a moment to find an opponent. Don't mind us. We're just here. Okay, and with that, our final match of this set is going to be against Hunters 10,000. That's a lot of Hunters. This is somehow less than I was expecting. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Walrein. Interesting way to start the day. Facing off against a Walrein. Fortunately for us, our ice typing actually does make their attacks only do neutral damage to us, so that's pretty good. They swap out for a Florges, into which case I swapped out for my Tapu Fini. Admittedly, it just means I'm just taking neutral damage instead of super effective damage from their Florges, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, Florges coming in with the Moon Blast and lowering my attack as well. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and fire off a Surf their way, see if we can take out shield number 2 or do good neutral damage. Good neutral damage it is. Okay, now we'll go ahead and use up shield number 1 here. It's gonna be Moon Blast. Eventually. There it is. And with that, we have ourselves another Surf heading their way. Do we take out shield number 2 or do we just do good neutral damage? Good neutral damage it is? Okay. Finish things off. Yep, we are able to water gun the rest of the Florges right on out of here. And with that, final one to deal with is going to be a Dragonite. With that, we do bring back the Walrein. Because I'm going to go ahead and bring back Kyurem. I'm assuming this next one's also going to be Icicle Spear. Yep. That's pretty nasty neutral damage, but otherwise we're still hanging in there. We're still hanging in there. Okay, with that, go fire off a Dragon Claw their way. Give it a moment. Kyurem needs to charge for a little bit. Oh, there we go. At the very least, we are able to get Walrein well into the red. That's kind of nice. And with that, we'll come back in with our Swampert. And they could have been charging a lot of extra energy on the side. Walrein has been out for kind of a while, so... but nope, they've opted to go straight for the... the Icicle Spear, just to chuck that our way real quick. And with that is the return of the Dragonite. Dragonite coming in with the Dragon Claw. And with that, we can bring back Tapu Fini. We can fire off this Moon Blast. There we go. And we do give Walrein a little bit of extra charge, but do we have enough power in us to... Yep! We do have enough to get Hydro Cannon, and hopefully this Hydro Cannon is enough to finish the Walrein. Research tasks tell us that we do manage to secure the win against the Walrein. Cutting it very close there, a little too close for comfort, but we do manage to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's, GG's all around. Alright, so with that, it is still a little bit in the negative with our win-loss ratio there, but we do still manage to get ourselves 2 wins out of 5 here, so we can claim, first and foremost, a Marrow. Okay. Always build up another good Azumarill, maybe. always good, always good. Ooh, excuse me. Not bad IVs, but I'm going to still transfer you out. And we also got ourselves a Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet could be pretty spicy. It's got some pretty good moves under its belt, but I think we're good unless the IVs are like just that good. We're getting pretty close to a league worthy IVs with this Wobbuffet. I'm gonna transfer out anyway. With that, our revealing ELO is 2125. Alright, so starting things out, 2125. So we should at the very least see, well, assuming everything goes well in this next set, we should be able to jump right on into ace ranking by the end of this. So not bad, not bad. I'll take it, I'll take it. So yeah, started out strong so far with 4 wins out of 5 in Great League. Had a little bit of a rough patch in Ultra League with 2 wins out of 5. All in all, not too bad. But yeah, in just a moment, we will be diving into the deep end, cutting out all of those CP limits. Who needs any of those? As we dive right on in to the Master League. Ooh. Excuse me. Hitting me in the stomach, I guess. I don't know. Just the thought of diving into Master League. I'm not ready for this. Yeah, Master League, much kind of like Ultra League, has been pretty hit or miss for me, admittedly. But hopefully the team that we have set up is leveled up enough to get us a couple of wins here and there. Admittedly, it is not... what is it? None of the Mons on my team is all the way leveled up to level 50. They are well deep into the amounts of XL candies that one needs to power them up, so hopefully they're close enough to keep up with the other Mons that we face off with, but only time will tell as we dive right back into the basic rewards, dive into Master League. And to quickly go over the team that we will be utilizing for this set, we have ourselves our best buddied Xerneas. Xerneas, yeah? Yes, hello. Our best buddy Xerneas hanging out at the front, rocking Geomancy, as well as Close Combat and Moonblast. Hanging out in the middle is a double extra large Rayquaza, who is rocking Dragon Tail, Break and Swipe, and Dragon Ascent. And closing things out, we have Groudon, however you like to pronounce it, who is rocking Mudshot, Precipice Blades, and Fire Punch. Alright, so this is the team that we have. Let's see how we do as we jump into match number 1 of the Master League. Alright, and match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Cool Cavi. Alright, Cool Cavi, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against the Dragonite. Pretty good matchup for us to start things out. That's good. With that, ooh, they're coming in with the Xerneas next, into which case we're going to go ahead and swap in for our Groudon. I'm assuming with this next attack, we're probably looking at a Moonblast heading our way. Yep. Gets us well into the yellow. Not the most ideal, but we're still hanging in there. With that, we're going to go ahead and fight back with a Fire Punch. Take out shield number 1. Nice. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and see if we can now strike back with a Precipice Blade. Do good damage. Yes, we do. But with that, I do want to keep my Groudon alive as long as I possibly can, so we're going to go ahead and shield out here. Xerneas coming in with the Hail Mary close combat there. And with that, it's the return of the Dragonite. Into which case, we're just going to fire off a real quick Fire Punch their way, and then swap right back on out for our Xerneas. There it is. Into which case, they're swapping out for their Metagross. With that, we're going all in with the double close combats. Oh, I was about to try. Okay, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here. Not the best of ideas considering how low my health actually is right now, but we do have Fire Punch at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that off towards the Metagross. Hopefully get some decent neutral damage in before, super effective damage in before I never go demise. Oh, there it is. And with the sliver of health, Metagross is able to fire off one final charge move our way. So with that, we say goodbye to our we say goodbye to our Groudon there. RIP, buddy, served well. And with that, it's Dragonite v Rayquaza. We do take good neutral damage in from that, or we did good super effective damage in from that Dragon Claw. However, we can fight back with a real quick Break and Swipe. Just a matter of if we can. Ooh, nope. The Bullet Punch is just a tad bit faster than our Dragon Tail, so unfortunately we lose out on that match there. Kept it as close as we could, but unfortunately no dice there. RIPs, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that we are currently 0-1. Not a great start, but still 4 matches left in us. Plenty of opportunities to bounce back. Let's see if we can as we look for match number 2 of this set. Whoever they may be. There we go. And match number 2 of this set is going to be up against the Space Oddity. Alright, Space Oddity, what do you got? First match is going to be up against the Rayquaza. Oh, excuse me. Oh, buddy. And with that, they're bringing in the Mewtwo, into which case we're going to bring in the Rayquaza. I'm going to try and tank out this first attack. I know we're not the bulkiest of mons, but hopefully we're at least able to survive one Psy Strike there. Into which case we were. So we're good there. And with that, I'm going to fire off a Break and Swipe their way. Lower their attack, if only by a little bit. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my shield here just to keep my Rayquaza alive for a little bit longer. And with that, they're coming in with the Psy Strike. And with that, we are able to finish off the rest of the Mewtwo. Into which case, their last mon is going... Or are they bringing back the Rayquaza? Nope, they're bringing in the Melmetal. that, we do say goodbye to our Rayquaza there. RIP, buddy, I've served well. And with that, I'm going to come in with my Groudon, into which case they've swapped back for their Rayquaza, into which case we swap back in for our Xerneas. I think the only thing that we have to keep an eye out for this time around is if they do manage to get enough energy for Dragon Ascent. Just kidding. They just went ahead and let their Rayquaza go there. So, okay. With that, Melmetal coming in with the Rock Slide. Okay, with that, we're just building up as much energy as we can. I'm assuming it's going to be another Rock Slide. I'm assuming that other move must be... I'm going out on a limb and assuming that second move has got to be a... the superpower, if anything. Yeah, I just gotta keep an eye out for that one later. But I probably should have fired after close combat before I never go wise there. Anyway, we'll go ahead and shield out here. I'm assuming it's gonna be superpower. Alright, with that, we did manage to utilize our final shield there, and now coming in hot with the Precipice Blades. And that we do manage to clear out the Melmetal and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. So not bad, not bad. We are currently 1 win, 1 loss here, so we actually did manage to get ourselves a win there, so I'll take that. But let's see if we can get ourselves a second win in this set as we look for match number 3. Whoever they may be. Oh, there we go. Alright, match number 3 of this set is going to be up against Superman-esque 100. Alright, Superman-esque, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against the Rayquaza. It's starting out solid so far. Anyway, they've actually opted to stick it out this time around. Okay, that's cool. And with that, we're going to fire off a Moonblast their way. Clear out shield number 1. Okay, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and not call any form of bluff here, just in case it is Dragon Ascent. Okay, it's going to be Break and Swipe. We do lose out a little bit of our attack power there. Thing is, I know Dragon's Ascent takes up a lot of charge to get there. I just don't quite remember how much I actually need to... how much Rayquaza actually needs to get to a proper Dragon Ascent. Hence the reason why I'm being a little extra reliant on shields out here. Ooh, is this gonna be the Dragon Ascent? Nope, this is gonna be another Break and Swipe. Okay. Maybe they don't have Dragon Ascent. They are lowering my attack to Oblivion out here, so I will give them that. Alright, we do still have enough attack left in us to be able to Moonblast the rest of the Rayquaza right on out of here. Next model we have to deal with is going to be a Kyogre, into which case I'm actually going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Rayquaza. Now the big question is whether or not Kyogre knows Blizzard, because that could hurt quite a bit. It knows Thunder, which also hurts quite a bit, but otherwise... Okay, but with that, we do manage to get to Dragon Ascent. Takes about, what, 9, 10 hits to get there. Keep that in mind for future. And with that, we are able to finish off the rest of the Kyogre there. And now the final one that we have to deal with is going to be a Groudon. I'm assuming they're coming in hot with the Precipice Blades. Yep, there's going to be Precipice Blades. that, we can come in with our own precipice blades. The big question is how much charge does that Groudon have left? Gonna be a fire punch at you. Ooh. Well, good news for us, we did have enough charge left for a close combat, which should be enough to take out the Groudon. And the research tells me that the Groudon has been defeated, and we managed to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so far so good. We are currently sitting in the positive with 2 wins and 1 loss. So, good news. We're still hanging in there. But with that, let's go ahead and see if we can go 3-1 as we go into match number 4 against Grand Sky 69. Nice. Alright, Ground Sky, what do you got? First matchup's going to be against a Groudon of the shiny variety. Okay, and with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Moon Blast their way. Waste no time here. And with that, I'm going to swap in for my Rayquaza, who I believe should be able to tank out any charge move that Groudon might be throwing our way. It's going to be Fire Punch. I'm going to handle that just fine. And with that, next mon I have to deal with is going to be a Dialga, who is, well, practically tearing our Rayquaza apart with that Dragon Breath. Let's go ahead and reduce a little bit of the attack power there with a real quick Break and Swipe. Okay, and with that, I think I'll go ahead and say goodbye to my Rayquaza here. RIP, buddy, I've served well. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in my own Groudon. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire our head off. Wait, we're going to fire off a Fire Punch their way. Should be enough to finish off the Dialga there. There we go. And with that, do you bring back Groudon or do you have something else in mind? You do indeed have something else in mind. That, I'm going to go ahead and bring back Xerneas, and I believe this next move is going to be a Surf, so we should be able to tank that out fairly okay. With that, we're coming back in with the Groudon. I think they have enough energy charged up for another Surf heading our way, so we got to be a little careful of that. And with that, we do have enough energy for another Moon Blast, so we'll go ahead and fire that off towards the Groudon. We'll get them well in the red. I'll take that. Okay, with that, I'll go ahead and use up my final shield here. Just keep my Xerneas alive for as long as I possibly can. Okay, with that, we do have close combat at the ready. We'll go ahead and fire that off towards the Groudon. Okay. And we have another close combat at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that off towards the Kyogre. And with that, we now have Precipice Blades at the ready. And fire that off at the Kyogre. How much damage does that do? Ooh, gets them well in the red, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough as the Kyogre is able to get to their next Surf, and this will be loss number 2 of this set here. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Once again, cutting it close out here, but it's the name of the game. With that, okay. I was keeping track. We are currently 2 wins and 2 losses, so all tied up over here. 1 match to determine whether or not this is another negative or another positive. Let's find out as we jump into the final match. It's Bunny D. Corgi. Alright, Bunny D. Corgi, what do you got? First match is going to be against a Dragonite. Sorry, I cannot talk tonight. And with that, they're coming in with the Mewtwo. Which is I'm going to bring in the Rayquaza. Go ahead and try and tank out this next attack. It's going to be Side Strike. Does get us deep into the yellow, but otherwise, we're still hanging in there. We're still hanging in there. This feels very deja vu, I'm not going to lie to you. But that's a little different. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my next shield here. I'm assuming it's going to be another Side Strike. Okay, with that, we do have another Break and Swipe heading their way. Do we take out their second shield, or do we take out the Mewtwo? Second shield it is. Okay. Ooh, and with that, Rayquaza is actually able to finish off the Mewtwo out here. Oh, shoot. Rayquaza coming in clutch. And with that, they have opted to call it a night there, so that we were indeed able to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, we're able to now claim this 3480 Stardust, this Charge TM, and we got ourselves a Phalanx. Okay, Phalanx is cool. Ourselves a little army going on here. If it lets us actually catch it. There you go. And with that, I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water. Always remember, stay hydrated. There we go. This is a brand new Phalanx. How's your stats? Not particularly the greatest. But with that, we can now claim these rank awards, into which case we have made it over to ace ranking, and we climbed up ever so slowly to 2138. We got ourselves a cool 4062 Stardust and some new shoes, some new kicks going for for the rest of these battles. So I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, so with that, we've gone a full round of all 3 leagues. Started out strong in Great League with 4 wins out of 5. Was a little bit rough in Ultra League with 2 wins out of 5, but still kind of kept it close to the middle. And speaking of keeping it close to the middle, we managed to get ourselves squeeze out a positive win-loss in set number 3 in Master League with 3 wins out of 5. So far, so good there. Yeah, now it's time to, head back to the beginning, head back into 1500 CP territory, and dive right back in to the Great League, where anything is possible. anything is possible. Missing what ELO did you hit? We are currently at 2138. So I think we're a little bit lower than that when we first hit it in rank 20. I think it was like 2125, I think. But yeah, fortunately we were able to stay in the positive with our recent set. We're currently in ace ranking now, and we're currently at 2138 to start things out. So hopefully, fingers crossed. We came close last season to getting the veteran, and we've done almost as many battles as we did last season, even though it's only like halfway through. So I like to think we have a good chance of getting to veteran this time around, but only time will tell. At the very least, we have a lot of battles to do for the rest of Go Battle Day, or Go Battle Weekend, so who knows, hopefully we'll make some good progress heading up to that, but we'll see. With that, where was I at? Oh yeah, we're gonna dive right back into Great League, but this time around we got a new team that we can test out today, or I guess for this set of battles. Starting things out, we have ourselves Ninetales of the Alolan variety, who is rocking Powder Snow, Dazzling Gleam, and a Weather Ball. Hanging out in the middle is actually a new addition to our team, Gligar, who's rocking Wing Attack, the buffed up Aerial Ace, and the buffed up Dig. We'll see how that works out for us. And closing things out, we have ourselves Lantern, the assumed nerfed Mon, who's actually just roughly about the same, if I recall correctly. Not anyway. We have Lantern hanging on the back, who's rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Surf. Alright, so this is the team that we have set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump into our first match of this set and see how we do. Our return to Great League. Alright, with that, match number 1 of the set is going to be against Del Villar 2021. Alright, Del Villar, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Frostlass. It's the battle of the ice types out here. Alright, okay. Gotta be a little bit careful of the possibility of Shadow Ball. I think even if it is Shadow Ball in this one, we should be able to tank it just fine. Well, fine is subjective. Fine is subjective here. With that, we'll go ahead and waste no time here. Go straight for a Dazzling Gleam. Hope we get good damage there. Okay, we took the shield. Interesting. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Weather Ball their way. It is going to be resisted and not do too much damage, but does get them well into the yellow, so I'll take that. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Lantern this time around. We'll go ahead and use up my shield here, just in case they're going straight for the Shadow Ball again. Nope, they're going for Avalanche this time around. They got my shield there. With that, just in case, even if it is Avalanche, I think I want to keep as much health on my Lantern as I can. But it is going to be Shadow Ball, so I'm pretty thankful I shielded out on that one. Alright, with that, I'm assuming, yep, we are able to spark down the rest of the Frostlass, so we're able to start with this next match with a good amount of energy. And what you bringing? Ooh, next up is going to be the Diggersby. Rather bulky Mon this one is. And fire off another Surf their way. Swap right on out for my Gligar, into which case they're going to swap out for a Greedent. So the good news is we are able to handle their mud shots there. However, we do have to keep an eye out for the ever infamous Body Slam spam, or the ever Crunch spam as well. Probably do some pretty nasty neutral damage to us along the way on that one. There it is. And with that, we do manage to get to another dig before they get to their next charge move, so we'll go ahead and fire that off their way. Okay. And with that, the amount of health left, we should be able to get some pretty good neutral, plenty of energy there. Maybe not plenty, but good amount of energy there. And with that, Diggersby coming in with a charge move. What kind of charge move are you coming in with? It's gonna be Scorching Sands. That I'm gonna bring back Lantern. Hopefully I'll be able to handle whatever charge move Diggersby's throwing our way now. It's gonna be another Scorching Sands. It hurts quite a bit, but we do have Surf at the ready. Go ahead and fire that off their way. Hope we do some good neutral or good super effective damage there. Okay. Ooh, uh-oh. Ooh, okay. The good news for us is we actually do manage to get to our charge move first, so we can fire that off. Strike back against the Diggersby, clear them out with whatever health we have left, and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kind of a little close for comfort there. I'm assuming it's not going to get any easier from here. Let's see how we do in match number 2. Up against Raphael Pokemon 71, or PKM. Could be Pokemon, could be PKM, I don't know. Could be something else. But anyway, Raphael starting things out with a Pelipper. Okay, with that, I'm assuming they're going to be chucking their own weather balls our way, into which case we'll be responding with our own weather ball. Pretty much. The name of the game is Weather Balls for neutral damage all throughout this entire battle. Or take it on shield. I'll take it too. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. Maybe a weather ball. Okay, now our turn to fire off a weather ball. Alright. And with that, swap right on out for a lantern to catch this weather ball. Gotta love the weather ball timing. Ooh, but with that, they swap right on out for their Ferrothorn. This changes things a little. This makes things a tad bit more complicated. I think with that, I should probably cut my losses here with Lantern. Checks with the Power Whip. RIP, buddy, I've served well. And with that, we're going to come back in with the Ninetales of the Alolan variety. Strike back against the Ferrothorn. And I think we say goodbye to our Ninetales as well. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And that way, we start off on neutral footing against their Ferrothorn. Okay, with that, we do also sacrifice our shield here. Putting a lot of faith on our Gligar out here. Not gonna lie, really putting everything on the back of our Gligar. And with that, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be an Umbreon. We may be in a bit of trouble just purely based on how bulky Umbreon is. Whew, okay. We got a little bit of bonus energy to play around with there, so I'll take that. Alright, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off an aerial ace their way. Do we clear their final shield now? Yes, we do. Now it's just a matter of whether or not we can survive this next attack. If we can and get to another charge move, that'd be glorious. Oof. I'm not sure if aerial ace is going to be able to do enough damage to the Umbreon to justify. Ah, not quite. Sliver of health there, but unfortunately we were not able to seal the deal against the Umbreon. Might have had a little bit better odds if I managed to stick it out for dig, but who knows? Who knows how that would have played out. But anyways, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, we are currently 1 win and 1 loss. Let's see if we can bring it back into our favor as we go into match number 3. Match number 3 is going to be up against Waggy90. Alright, Waggy, what do you got? First match is going to be up against a Scrafty. And with that, they're going to swap right on for the Azumarill, in which case we're going to swap right on out for our Lantern. Excuse me. And coming in with the Play Rough, gets us roughly a little above half health. Still hanging in there, still hanging in there. And then we'll go waste no time here, go straight for the Thunderbolt. Ooh, get them well in the red there. Okay, with that we are able to spark the rest of the Azumarill right on out of here. And next one we have to deal with is going to be a Victory Bell. Oh, buddy. Okay. Truth be told, I don't quite recall what the final mon is, but with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for my Gligar. Oh, the final mon is going to be, okay, it's going to be Scrafty. That's right, that's right. No matter what, we're pretty good here. Unless I like royally screw up. It's still possible. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not possible for me to screw this up, but here's hoping we're okay. With that, they're coming in with the power-up punch. And a little bit of attack boost there. Well, looks like they have opted to call it a night, but I do still have to go through this attack animation here. Okay, so with them calling it a night, we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so far so good. We are currently 2 wins and 1 loss, so back in the positive. Let's see if we can seal the deal in the positive with 3 and 1 as we go into match number 4 against Drippy J Jetski. Alright, Drippy J, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Azumarill. Okay. And we are taking neutral damage from their bubbles. Otherwise, we're hanging in okay. Go ahead and waste no time here. Go straight for the Dazzling Gleam. They rely on the bulk. They rely on the bulk. And with that, we're going to try and tank this out. I don't think they have enough yet for a Hydro Pump. Or at least I'm really hoping they don't. Okay. Going for the Play Rough on that one. Fair enough. I think the main reason why I'm sticking this out is that I'm not actually 100% sure what I want to switch into to deal with this. No, that's a terrible idea. Okay. I think with that, I'm actually just go ahead and let my little Ninetales bite the dust here. Okay. Well, anyway, again, I know this is a terrible idea because Ice Punch, but I don't know. Okay, let's see if I can bait a shield real quick with an Aerial Ace. Yes, we can. Can we get to another dig before they get to another Ice Punch? They have been charging up energy for kind of a while, so it wouldn't surprise me if they have double the... Oh, no. They have opted to save their Sand Slash for later. Alright, I can respect that. Okay, with that we do get to an Aerial Ace. Whew. And with that we actually do manage to have enough time on us to swap to a Lantern. Oh boy, okay. Really keeping me on my toes in this battle here. I don't know what the heck. Okay, well with that, we managed to spark the rest of the Azumarill out of here. We do have enough for a Surf, which hopefully should be enough neutral damage to finish off the Ninetales. Not Ninetales, Sand Slash. Okay. Now with that, final mon is going to be Obstagoon, but they have opted to call it a night there. Which gives me an opportunity to catch my breath. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, okay. Okay. Oh, Lantern putting in the last minute work there. Oh my goodness. I was concerned. I was concerned about how that was gonna end. Anyways, GG's. GG's all around. Oh boy, okay. Hang on, I need a water after that. Oh boy, okay. Always remember to stay hydrated, by the way. Oh man. Okay. Whew. That took a lot more out of me than I was expecting. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay, but we're still kicking. We're still kicking. With that, I believe we are currently 3-1, and it looks like we're around that time that we need to reset our game real quick. So, give me one moment. Let me clear out that. Apologize for the lack of background music. Brace yourselves for the loading music. Okay, and we are back. Alright, so no matter what, we're ending this set in a positive, with 3 wins under our belt and 1 loss also under our belt. We do have one final match left in us with this team. Let's go ahead and see if we are able to end it in another positive or with another win, or it's going to be a loss against 100T Leo. Apologize there. I don't know if that transition was a little weird, but first matchup is going to be against the Shadow Gligar that they have opted to stick for. Okay. That's cool. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out this next attack. Probably going to get us right about the yellow, but otherwise I think we'll be okay. And with that, next mon they're going to bring in is going to be the Stunfisk of the Galarian variety. Stunfisk is definitely a different story, not gonna lie. Stunfisk is a whole nother thing to deal with. Which is I'm actually gonna go ahead and swap right on out for my Gligar. With that, even if they hit us with an Earthquake, we'll be fine. Rock Slide, probably gonna hurt quite a bit, but okay, we're able to hang in just fine. Okay, I'm assuming it's gonna be another Rock Slide, which should get us to about half health, I think. Okay, so with that, we do have ourselves another, or we have Dig heading their way, clearing out the rest of the Stunfisk. And what do they have? Are they bringing back the Gligar, or are they bringing in their last mon? Gligar it is. With that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my shield here just to keep my Gligar alive as long as I possibly can. Maybe an Aerial Ace. Okay. Ooh. I'm actually going to go in 1 shield less than whatever they have. That's a little concerning. Okay, and with that, final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Medicham. We do have double Aerial Ace under our belt, so we'll go ahead and fire off both of those. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, we need 1 more wing attack there, but now we have another Aerial Ace to fire over at the Medicham there, get them into half health. And with that, I'm going to bring in the Lantern. I believe no matter what move they throw our way, we should be able to tank it out just fine. And I should probably fire off the Surf immediately, just so that way, in case they have a lot of extra energy, well, you already make them well into half health before Lantern's inevitable demise. And with that, we fire off the Surf, we clear the Medicham, and we do manage to secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, cool. So with that, we got ourselves 4 wins out of 5 in this one. Kind of close in a lot of those matches, but we did manage to get the, was it 4 out of 5 there. So we are able to claim the Stardust, the Golden Raspberry, a Goomy, take a Goomy. Won't complain with a Goomy. There we go. This is a brand new Goomy. Not the greatest stats for a Goomy, so I'm going to transfer out the Goom. Okay, I'm going to stop. But we can also claim this 3 rare candies, and we climb up the ranks once again, getting our rating up to 2184. Alright, solid, solid. Okay, so with that, to kind of recap where we're at for the night so far, we started out the night strong in Great League with 4 wins out of 5. Had a little bit of a rough patch in Ultra League with 2 wins out of 5. Stayed in the positive with 3rd set in Master League with 3 wins out of 5. And repeated history in Great League with another 4 wins out of 5. So hopefully this doesn't mean we do a repeat of our history in Ultra League, but well, that we'll find out how that goes later on. And by later on, I mean in like a minute. Excuse me. Okay, so with that, we have dived back into the 2500 CP range in Ultra League. Before we do that, though, I'm going to take another swig of water. The good thing about having a longer stream is there's more opportunities to be the friendly reminder that it's important to stay hydrated. Okay. Anywho. Alright, so now that we're back in Ultra League, we'll once again jump back into the basic rewards, jump into said Ultra League, and to introduce the team that we'll be using for these matches, we'll be kicking things off with an Obstagoon up at the front who's rocking Counter, Night Slash, and Cross Chop. Hanging out in the middle is our Shiny Flex Charizard who's rocking Wing Attack, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw. And closing everything out, we have Walrein, who is rocking Powder Snow, Icicle Spear, and Earthquake. Alright, so with this team all set up and ready to go, let's see how we do. Set number 5. We're already on set 5. Wow, okay. Anyway, and with that, match number 1 of this set is going to be up against the Chosen One. Alright, Chosen One, what are you starting things out with? Just starting things out with an Escavalier. Oh, buddy, okay. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Charizard. Because I'm going to see if I can tank out whatever charge move you're throwing our way. It's going to be Acid Spray. We do tank it, but we do lose a little bit of our defense, which is rather concerning. Especially now that we're facing off against a Giratina. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and just rely on old reliable Dragon Claw spams. I'm going to use a 1 shield here. Yes. And with that, I'm going to go for another Dragon Claw their way. Get them onto the yellow. I'll take it. I'll take it. With that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and try and keep my Charizard alive as long as I possibly can. Okay, with that, I'm going to bring in the Walrein. Get a little bit of extra damage in. I'm assuming they're going to be coming in with another Dragon Claw. Probably chipping away a good chunk of our health there. It's fine. Okay, maybe not a good chunk of our health, but there's a little bit of health there. Not the most ideal, but it is what it is. And with that is the return of the Escavalier. Go ahead and chuck an Icicle Spear their way. Clear out shield number 1. Ooh, with that, they do manage to get to another charge move. Are they going straight for a drill run, or are they going for the Acid Spray? Oh, going straight for the drill run. Ooh, with that, we actually did EMP tie, CMP tie there, so able to fire off an Icicle Spear their way. A decent amount of damage in. Nothing much, but just a little something something. And with that, we are able to bring back Obstagoon. I did opt for the cross chop. Probably could have still opted for the night slash just cuz, but it is what it is. Anyway. And with that, I opted for the Dragon Claw. Clear out their last shield there, but whether or not we're actually able to get to a Blast Burn before Inevitable Demise, nah, not quite. Unfortunately, while we were able to bait the shield with the Dragon Claw, ultimately it didn't really do all too much for us. Now it's just our Obstagoon against the Sylveon. The good news for us is that, well, Quick Attack doesn't do all too much, but unfortunately we don't have any way to really damage the Sylveon, so it's just a matter of riding this out until Sylveon eventually gets us with some kind of Fairy Charge move. Excuse me. Speaking of, there's the Moonblast finishing off our Obstagoon there, so unfortunately starting off this set with a loss. Our IP's there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, yeah, we're currently 0-1 right now, but we've been in this situation before. Plenty of opportunities for us to bounce back. Let's see if we can as we look for our next match in this set. And match number 2 of this set is going to be up against Nowaki027. Alright, Nowaki, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Swampert. Interesting matchup. One thing we definitely have to keep an eye out for is the fact that, well, Swampert does have the ever spammy Hydro Cannon under its belt. Hopefully we got a decent amount of bulk to handle a good chunk of said Hydro Cannons, but we'll ultimately see how that plays out. Excuse me. Now with that, let's go ahead and see how we handle Hydro Cannon 1. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I think I'm confident enough to be able to keep my shields down for Hydro Cannon number 2. Does get us 1 to the red, but otherwise... Ooh, they have now swapped out for the Charizard, to which case I might actually go ahead and swap out for my own Charizard. I'm assuming with that, they're probably coming in with the Blast Burn? Nope, Dragon Claw. Okay. Get some good old-fashioned neutral damage in with the Dragon Claw. This one is going to be resisted, but I'm expecting a little bit more damage coming in with the Blast Burn. There we go. And with that, we are able to wing attack the rest of the Charizard right on out of here. Can I get to another Blast Burn? We can. And I'm assuming a shield is going to be popping up here. Yep, there it is. And with that, I think I am going to say goodbye to my Charizard here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, I'm going to come in with the Walrein to finish things off. Alright, ooh, and with that, it's actually going to be a mirror battle. Walrein v. Walrein. I'm going to try and see if I can get a good little bit of super effective damage in before my inevitable demise. Might as well. Might as well since we're here. And with that, I'm assuming Earthquake coming in. Oop, Icicle Spear. I'm able to handle that just fine. And I'm assuming this next one's going to be Earthquake, which I think we'll also be able to handle just fine. Oof. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off an Icicle Spear their way. Oh, no bait there. Okay. Alright, it's just going to be the battle of Icicle Spears, I see. I think they're saving up their shield for when Swampert comes back, I'm assuming. I'm unfortunately not able to close things out with Powder Snow. I was really hoping to be able to save up as much energy as I can for that, but it is what it is. Our health was very much on the low side. Yeah, I don't think we can survive this. So I think this is going to be loss number 2. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely not surviving Earthquake. That is for certain. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, unfortunately that is going to be loss number 2 of this set here. RIPs, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so we're in this situation once again where we're not doing too hot with what our current setup is. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring Charizard up to the front instead and have Obstagoon hang out in the middle as one of our swap options, and see if that works out a little bit better as we go into the next 3 matches of Ultra League. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything works out well, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. This is me. Alright, with that, match number 3 of this set is going to be up against Sonu 4568912. Alright, Sonu, what do you got? First match is going to be up against a Cobalion. Okay. The good news is we do manage to resist their kicks here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and waste no time here. Go straight for the Blast Burn. I'm assuming they're shielding. They are shielding, okay. Okay, with that. They could be baiting me with the Sacred Sword, but I'm going to block anyway just in case they're going for the... Nope, they're going for the Sacred Sword. Okay. Now with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just in case they are going for the Stone Edge now. Yep, there it is. Going for another Blast Burn. Do we take out shield number 2? Nope, we take out the Cobalion in that case. Alright, solid, solid, solid. Okay, with that, it's now Charizard v Charizard. We'll go ahead and fire off another Blast Burn their way. Get them well into the yellow. I'm assuming with that, we should be looking at maybe their own Blast Burn heading our way. Yep, there it is. Whoop. Alright, Brian Walren to do a little bit extra damage, but now we're bringing in the Obstagoon to tank out this next Blast Burn. Bring this well into the yellow there. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, that final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a shiny Giratina of the altered variety. In which case we're going to go ahead and rely on as many Night Slashes as we possibly can before our inevitable demise. Like that, Giratina coming in with the Dragon Claw. And with that we do have another Night Slash heading their way. Get them on the yellow. Okay, okay. And they're putting up quite a decent amount of energy over there. So I'm assuming they're going for a Dragon Claw to finish off our Obstagoon, and probably another Dragon Claw to finish off our Walrein, maybe. Not finish off our Walrein. I'd be very surprised if that finishes us off. And with that, at the very least, we were able to Powder Snow the rest of the Charizard away. So now it's just dealing with the remainder of the Giratina. And with that, we do fire an Icicle Spear their way, get rid of the shield, but we do have enough energy for another Icicle Spear. So we'll fire that off. Hopefully that's enough to finish the Giratina, and it is, which means we are able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Okay. So at the very least, we have 1 win under our belt. We're 1 win, 2 losses. Let's see if we can tie it all up together. Tie it all up 2-2 as we go into match number 4 of this set. Whoever it is, up there it is. All right, and match number 4 of this set is going to be up against Chingy. All right, Chingy, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against us, Helix. The steel wall itself has arrived. And now the ice walrus has arrived. We're able to get some good old-fashioned neutral damage in with a real quick blast burn. I'm assuming an icicle spear is heading our way, which is probably going to hurt quite a bit, not going to lie. But yeah, otherwise we are able to survive it. Good news there. Ooh, with that, I will shield. Just want to keep my Charizard alive as long as I possibly can. There we go. And we are actually able to finish off the rest of the... Oh. Shoot, I should have used the... I should have used Blast Burn on this one. Oh. Well, at the very least, we do manage to get through the... I'm going to try tank... And this is probably going to be quite of a mistake, but I'm going to try and tank it. It's going to be Blast Burn. It does get me right into the red. But otherwise, we are still alive. Hopefully we have at least an opportunity to fire off a second Icicle Spear before our inevitable demise. And with that, they did bring back the Steelix, into which case we're going to bring back, or we're going to bring in our Obstagoon. While Cross Chop is super effective, I do want to try and see if I can luck out with a roll the dice with a possible attack boost on a Night Slash. Not quite. Alright, I'm assuming it's going to be breaking swipes left and right out here. When in doubt, stall it out. I know. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little low on health. Alright, going for another cross chop out here. Ooh, now the big question is, can I get to... Oop. Ooh, I thought I had more energy left in Icicle Spear. Oh, that's not good. Oh, buddy. Okay, yeah, nope, we're not winning this one. I forgot how much energy I had left or didn't have left, and it screwed me over. Ow. Felt that one in the back of my throat. Oh my goodness. Anyway. But yeah, unfortunately that is going to be loss number 3 of the set, so we are ending this in a negative no matter what as well. Ultra League is just not friendly to us tonight. I don't know, man. Yeah, RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's all around. But yeah, at the very least, we need to reset again because we're back at the void opponent. So give me one moment. I'm gonna exit out here. Apologize for the lack of background music. Brace for the intro. Oh, there we go. Okay. I probably should use the opportunity to get more water, but I'll do that now. Okay. Right now we're 1-3. Not ideal, admittedly, but it is what it is. So I'll go ahead and jump right back into it. Let's see, at the very least we can get ourselves 2-3 as we jump into our next battle, or jump into our final battle of this set, which is going to be up against Damien Sommer. Alright, Damien, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against the Ninetales of the Alolan variety. Also got something spawning in the background. I don't know what that was, but we got something. Ooh. And with that, they swapped out for the Giratina just in time to catch this Blast Burn. Okay, in which case we can now swap out for our Walrein. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, with that, I'm assuming Dragon Claws galore. Dragon Claws galore. Okay, with that, we have ourselves a double charge Icicle Spear. Are they going to block out this Icicle Spear, or are they going to let it pass? They shall let it pass. Okay, with that, we're going to go ahead and tank out this next one. It's going to get us well into the yellow, but it should be hanging in okay there. And with that, we're able to finish off the remainder of the Giratina. Like that. Let's see if we can bait out a shield real quick with one quick Icicle Spear. Yes, we can. Woo! We actually do have enough in us to get to another Earth, or to get to an Earthquake. We take out shield number 2, or number 2 it is, okay. And with that, I probably should have let my Walrein bite the dust there, admittedly. But it is what it is. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. Ninetales coming in with the Weather Ball. Ninetales actually coming in with another Weather Ball. We'll go ahead and shield out this one as well. Ooh, and with that, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Skeledirge. Oh, buddy, okay. That's adorable. Credit where credit is due. Skeledirge is adorable. Oh my goodness. And Skeledirge is coming in with a Shadow Ball. With that, I'm going to come in with an Obstagoon. The only thing I have to really keep an eye out for is the fact that Skeledirge does know Disarming Voice, which is super effective against us, but hopefully it's not that super effective against us, you know what I mean? Okay, it's pretty super effective against us. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Now I'm going to try and undercharge this, so that way, yep, we have a little bit of extra energy we can gain before... There we go. So we do manage to get to a Cross Chop. Hopefully it does enough damage. Barely. So yeah, this is gonna be loss number 4 of this set, unfortunately. So that's gonna leave quite a mark, unfortunately, on our ELO there. Bummers. Anyway. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, we are, well, 1-4. We can still collect this 3,600 Stardust, which I can't complain against getting some extra Stardust. And with that, it does look like we dipped back down to 2141, so we dipped down 43 points there. So, not exactly the most ideal thing to happen, but, you know, it happens, it happens. Alright, so with that, we are just not having any luck with Ultra League out here. It's just rather unfortunate. But, you know, there is a possibility that maybe us dipping down from Ultra League might get us better odds going into Master League, maybe? Getting some copium in with that? I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, so with that, we're halfway through the sets that we want to get through today. Well, was it? We've been going in the increments of Great Ultra and Master. Started out strong in Great League with 4 out of 5. With 4 out of 5. Sorry, I doubled down on that one. Had a little bit of a rough patch in Ultra League with 2 out of 5. Came back with a positive in Master League with 3 out of 5. Came back strong in Great League again with 4 out of 5. And unfortunately had ourselves an even rougher patch in Ultra League this time around with 1 win out of 5. So hopefully we'll be able to find ourselves a pretty good stride going into Master League. But before we dive into that, I'm actually going to go ahead and hit the restroom real quick. So I shall be right back. Hello, hello. We have returned. Yep, after a quick bathroom trip and We refilled our hydro flask with more water. We are ready, I guess, so as ready as we'll ever be to retake on the Master League. You're here. Alright, yeah, let's do this. Was it the CP limits are off again? The gloves are off. Let's take on the Master League again. With that said, we'll go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards, jump into Master League, and seeing some familiar faces in the Master League as last time, but for those of you who are just joining us since last time, we're starting out with our best buddy Xerneas up at the front, who is rocking Geomancy, Close Combat, and Moonblast. Hanging out in the middle, we have ourselves Rayquaza, who is rocking Dragon Tail, Break and Swipe, and Dragon Ascent. And closing everything out, we have ourselves Groudon, who is rocking Mudshot, Precipice Blades, and Fire Punch. Alright, so with the team all set and ready to go, let's see how we do. How will we do in Master League for set number 6? Only time will tell if and when we ever find ourselves an opponent to battle in set number 6. Yep, there we go. Right, and match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Mystic Slayers. Alright, Mystic Slayers, what do you got? First match is going to be up against a Rayquaza. With that, they swapped out from their Rayquaza and moved on to the Haxorus. I'm assuming we're looking at combination Break and Swipe. It is indeed Break and Swipe. Oh, it's going to be a counter heading our way there. I'm actually go ahead and swap right on in for my own Rayquaza. I'm assuming it's gonna be Breaking Swipe again. We're probably gonna take some pretty nasty super effective damage here, but otherwise we are still kicking, and we are able to handle their counters just fine. So we're good there. And with that, are you coming back with the Rayquaza, or are you bringing in something else? It's gonna be the return of the Rayquaza. Rayquaza all day, every day. Ow. And we lost out on our own Rayquaza there. With that, I don't think it's enough for Dragon Ascent yet, so I'm going to try and take my chances here. It's going to be Break and Swipe, which we're able to handle just fine. And with that, we do have Moonblast at the ready, so go ahead and fire that off their way. Now that we do manage to clear out the Rayquaza. And that final mon to deal with is going to be a Mewtwo. And we'll go ahead and use up my first shield here. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off Moonblast their way. It's a back of health, okay. And with that, hopefully I don't come to regret this, but I'm going to try and tank out their next attack. It's going to be Psy Strike. We're able to handle that just fine. Okay, with that, we're going to come in with a Fire Punch. I'm assuming they're going to be shielding this no matter what. Oh, nope. Actually, they have opted to let it go. We're able to clear out the Mewtwo and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so right now, starting out well, 1 for 1. See if we can go 2 for 2 as we go into match number 2. And match number 2 of this set is going to be against Ivy Jr. I'm going to say Ivy Jr. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Dialga. Unfortunately for us, we are able to handle their Dragon Breath fairly well. However, they do have Ironhead under their belt, so I gotta be a little bit careful about that. I'm gonna try to risk it. I'm gonna try to tank out an Ironhead, see how I do. Oof. That one smarts quite a bit, not gonna lie. They do actually shield up both of those charge moves, so. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can finish things off on this Dialga with a real quick close combat. Okay, well, we don't finish things off, but we do manage to get them well into the red, so I'll take that. And with that, Dialga coming in with a Draco Meteor. They really wanted to finish off my my Xerneas there. Anyway, next mon that we're dealing with is going to be a Conqueror. But before we finish off that fight, they have opted to call it a night, so we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Hey. I sure I was not having stuff at 50 or 100%. Nah, yeah, so I'm expecting things to go downhill pretty quickly, and seeing the fact that we're not like fully at level 50, but at the very least right now we're hanging on. But I'm assuming things are going to get worse as we move along. Let's see if we at least hold on as we go against V-Sai-0808 for match number 3. And V-Sai something something starting out strong with a Rayquaza. Of a shiny flex Rayquaza, I'm sorry. Okay, judging by the amount of attacks, I'm assuming it's not Dragon Ascent. Okay, there's gonna be Break and Swipe to lose a little bit of attack power there. And with that though, we can go ahead and strike back with a Moonblast. We get the Rayquaza right on out of here. And with that, next one to deal with is going to be a Mewtwo. That we are able to land the Moonblast, get them to about half health. Mewtwo coming in with the Side Strike, finishing off our Xerneas there. RIP, buddy, have served well. And with that, I'm coming in hot with the Rayquaza. We'll go ahead and use up my first shield here because Rayquaza ain't exactly the most durable mon of the bunch. Next mon to deal with is going to be a Landorus. I have a sneaking suspicion as to why the Landorus is out here. And I'm going to assume I should probably shield up here because I'm guessing... Oh no, it's Superpower. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting, but Superpower wasn't it. They've opted to shield out there. I'm guessing they have a charge move up and running that they really want to fire off here. Oh, there's the Stone Edge. Woo! Nearly packing quite a punch there, but fortunately we got enough attack debuffs there to stay alive through that. Now we fire off one final Break and Slide, clear out the Mewtwo, and with that we secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so I think no matter what, we're currently in the positive. Yeah, we're hanging out in the positive no matter what, so plus sides there. But yeah, let's see if we can go 4 for 4 as we look for our 4th match of the set. And match number 4 will be up against Dare Brian. Alright, there, Brian. What do you got? First match is going to be up against the Mewtwo. Okay, with that, we are able to get to the Moonblast. Do they opt to shield here, or are they going to tank out the Moonblast? Tank out the Moonblast it is? Okay, okay. With that, I'm going to try and see if we're able to tank out their attack next, as they bring in a Psy Strike. And with that, well, I'm bringing in Rayquaza, but I should probably shield out here because Psy Strike is going to hurt quite a bit if we have to tank that out. Ooh, and with that, ooh, they swap out for a Tyranitar. Oh, my flying typing and my lack of bulk is definitely not helping me in this particular case, but hopefully we'll be able to, you know, deal a decent amount of neutral damage before our inevitable demise. Speaking of, I do want to try and keep Rayquaza alive as long as I can. And with that said, I'm going to go for another Break and Swipe. We'll get the Tyranitar right on out of here. The final mon that we have to deal with is going to be their own Rayquaza, which actually spells a little bit of trouble for us considering how low health our Xerneas is currently sitting at. So this may be potentially quite a rough loss on our end. Trying to get as much neutral damage in as we can, or get some extra Geomancy damage in as we can. And with that, we're pretty much in a rough spot against Rayquaza no matter what, so go ahead and try and spam out as many fire punches as we can before our inevitable demise, which could be right now actually, considering how much shaggy. But then I'm going for the Dragon Ascent. First time I've actually seen that pop up, so that was kind of cool. Alright, but with that, unfortunately that will be loss number 1 of the set here. RIP's there, but nonetheless GG's all around. And also Radig, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. We are currently duking it out in the Master League in Pokemon Go's Go Battle League, as we're currently in the final stretch of Go Battle Weekend. Right now we're taking on, again, the Master League, so no CP limit here. We're currently 3 wins and 1 loss, so no matter what, we're in the positive, but we have 1 final match in us. Might as well see if we can go for that 4-1, and actually see if we do just that, as we look for our final opponent of this set. Okay. And with that, our final opponent of the set is going to be up against Testicles. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Solgaleo. And with that, I'm going to try and see if I can go for some good old-fashioned neutral damage real quick with a close combat. Ooh, okay. I don't recall what they have, but I'm a little low on defense. I'm gonna shield out here. Oh, it's gonna be Psychic Fang, so we didn't have to worry about too much. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and swap out for my Groudon, which I would have assumed they had a defense prepared for that, but it could be possible. Solgaleo knows a charge move that I don't know about. That's really good against Groudon. Oh, just kidding. They're now swapping in for the Ho-Oh. Take some pretty nasty neutral damage from Ho-Oh regardless. So we're just gonna fire off a Precipice Blade. Put them a decent amount of damage in. Now with that, I'll go ahead and shield out here. Guessing, yep, Sacred Fire. I've done some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. With that, we're gonna come in with another Precipice Blade. And we'll into the red. And with that, we're gonna swap right on out for our Rayquaza. See if Rayquaza is able to handle whatever charge move Ho-Oh is sending our way. Give me another Sacred Fire. So we're hanging in okay there. We're able to finish off the rest of the Ho-Oh. And with that, the last monster we have to deal with is going to be a Florges. Might have had enough time to get to Dragon Ascent, but opted to go for the defense or the attack debuffs. Yeah. Okay, with that, they're launching their charge attack over here on our Rayquaza, which means I'm guessing we're saying goodbye to our Rayquaza here. R.I.P. buddy, have served well. Ooh, and with that, they've wasted no time, brought in the Solgaleo, which is just telling me that they have something pretty nasty heading in our way. And yeah, you know what? That's... Ironhead is pretty nasty, I'll give you that. Okay, with that... Ooh, we did manage to get to a Fire Punch, but unfortunately they did get to their charge move first. So we're gonna have to see if we're able to handle. Well, yep, no, it's Moonblast, so that's gonna be a no. And the question is, can we get to Moonblast before they get to their next charge move? We do manage to get to Moonblast, but is it gonna be enough to finish the Florges? Are they gonna survive? They are gonna survive! Oh no! Just quite not enough to seal the deal there, unfortunately. And they are going to finish us off with their own Moonblast, which means that is going to be loss number 2 of this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Ooh. Kind of down to the wire on that one, not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately... ended with double losses there, but at the very least we still managed to stay in the positive with 3 wins out of 5, so I'll still take that. I'll still take the 3600 Stardust, the Fast TM, and we got an encounter with a Skarmory. Skarmory needs itself a buff. I don't know how, but I want to see Skarmory back in the higher in the meta again. Hoping for good things for Skarmory in the future. But for now, I'm going to transfer out this one. We can get a little bit XL candy there. It's kind of nice. And with that, we begin our ascent a little bit higher once again with back up to 2152. That's pretty good. Okay, so... with that, that clears out another round of all 3 leagues. Had a strong set in set number 4 in Great League with 4 out of 5. Had a rough one in Ultra League with 1 out of 5. And had ourselves a pretty good one in Master League with 3 out of 5. So, can't complain there, can't complain there. But with that, might as well see if we can go one more go around of each of the leagues here before we call it a night. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards. Jump into Great League once again. Once again hanging out in the 1500 CP range. See how we do. And to introduce the team they'll be using this time around, we'll be using another newcomer to our team. I know it's an old favorite in Great League, but it's one that I was finally able to get enough candies and Stardust to power up. So we're going to be testing it out up at the front. We have ourselves a Registeel, who's rocking the ever energy gaining Lock-On, as well as Zap Cannon and Focus Blast. while I look for my next mod. Hello, and welcome to the stream, Yuri Avenger. Hello, trainer. How are you doing tonight? All in all, I can't complain. We had ourselves a couple of rough patches in Ultra Leagues in set 2 and 4. So far, we've been holding out strong in Great League with set 2 and 5 was Ultra League with our only unfortunate showing so far. But we've been doing well in Great League in set number 1 and 4 with 4 wins out of 5, and Master League has actually been holding up. We've actually been holding up pretty well, admittedly, with 3 wins out of 5 in sets number 3 and 6. And GBA Gamer, hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, bro, I am new. I'm not sure if we're referring to like your time to checking out this channel or like just new to Pokemon Go in general, but either way, welcome to the Voyaging Trainer channel, and welcome if you're first time or if you're brand new to Pokemon Go. Welcome. Appreciate you swinging by. So far we've been alternating between the 3 different leagues. We're going Great Ultra, set in Great League, set in Ultra, set in Master, and so on and so forth. We're just about to dive into our final full rotation, and whether or not we have enough time to do one more Great League set is something we'll find out eventually, but it is what it is. And Archer 007, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. I think you're follow number 200. I'm not 100% sure. If that is, picked a good time to follow. Hello. But yeah, so sounds like a good mix of all leagues. Which league is your favorite? Let's go 200. Oh, you are 200. Yes, Archer, let's go. Follower number 200. Ayo. Sorry, I don't have any prizes for that, but you get brownie points for being follower number 200. But yeah. And for your Avenger, between all of the leagues, I will say I think I do still like Great League the most. I know the meta can get kind of stale sometimes, especially with the ever presence of Metacham and Lantern still sticking around, and at the very least Gligar got some love, and Serperior's getting a rise as well, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think Great League out of everything is probably still one of if not the easiest out of the 3 to like build up various Pokemon for the team. Like sure, there's a lot of heavy hitters that cost a lot to get to, but otherwise I think there's still a good chance you're gonna see a decent amount of a good amount of variety in Great League. But yeah, I say Great League is still number 1 for me. Master League has actually found its way to 2nd place at this point. It could be recency bias because we're actually doing fairly okay in Master League, but it's like, yeah, the setup for it is a lot, and I'm not gonna was it? And I don't fault anyone for not going for it because of the amount of setup, and admittedly, even myself, I'm not fully set up for Master League. I only have like 1 Mon that's fully equipped to level 50. Everything else is like level like 48, 49 maybe. But all in all, I think maybe it's because of the larger bulk and everything too, or maybe it's the Mons that I have set up for it, or close enough set up for it, but I've been finding a decent stride in Master League as well. And then lastly is Ultra League. I apologize to Ultra League. I've had good experience throughout Ultra League every now and again, but I don't know, I can never really quite find my swing in Ultra League. Again, maybe it could be recency bias because that's the only times we've been in the negative so far tonight, but yeah, still missing a few meta picks. Same. I'm missing a lot of meta picks. Right now I'm just kind of hoping like one or I'm relying on like 4 or 5 Pokemon to carry me through so far they've been doing pretty good, but yeah, it's a tough one out there. But yeah, that'll probably be my my rankings for the leagues. I'd say Great League is still my number one. It has its faults, but I've been enjoying it and willing to participate in that one the most. Master League has found its way in second. It could be because the positive win-loss sets that we've been having so far, but you know, I think it took a while to get to the point where I'm actually able to get myself any form of wins, but we finally built ourselves up enough to get to that point. And yeah, and then Ultra League, I haven't quite found my footing there, but maybe someday I'll find a rhythm going. Xerneas is probably the best ML Pokemon in my opinion. Xerneas is solid. I say that as someone who's been running that as my lead for throughout the night every time we went to Master League. So, can confirm Xerneas is a solid Pokemon to have. If and when I ever actually get to level 50 and get it to its fullest potential, I'm sure we'll find some more success with that. But for now, even at the state that I have Xerneas at, can confirm Xerneas is solid. Xerneas is fun for me. But yeah, sorry. Moving on from my little spiel, my little tier list ranking of the different leagues, and my high praise for Xerneas. To kind of continue to introduce the team that we're rocking this time around. Hanging out in the middle of this team is Venusaur, who's rocking Vine Whip, the Community Day move Frenzy Punt, and another charge move in the form of Sludge Bomb. And closing things out, we have ourselves a Shiny Flex in the form of Swampert, who is rocking Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake. Alright, so this is the team that we're rocking. Let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see who we are facing for match number 1 of this set. Alright, and match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Brian Parkour. Alright, Brian, what do you got? First mon is going to be a Steelix. Naturally. And with that, we are fortunately able to resist their Dragon Tails fairly well. I'm assuming they're going to be hitting us with a break and swipe real quick, judging by how quick that was. Does lower my attack kind of a bit, but that's not gonna stop me from sending out a focus blast their way, getting them well into a ELO. Nope, like that. They're bringing in Serperior as their second mon, in which case we're gonna bring in Venusaur. The only thing we have to do keep an eye out for when dealing with Serperior, though, is the fact that Serperior has Aerial Ace under its belt. And with that, I probably could have fired off Sludge Bomb and they probably would have let it go. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go for Frenzy Plant instead. Save a little bit of energy. Ooh, and we actually do manage to take out their first shield with that, so that's not bad. We'll go ahead and shield out here, just in case it is going to be another Aerial Ace. It be. Okay, and with that, we do have the Sludge Bomb at the ready. Do we take out shield number 2, or do we do good damage to the Serperior? Shield number 2, okay. This puts me in a little bit of a tough spot here. We'll go ahead and use my second shield here. Ooh, and with that, they do come back in with the Steelix. Finishing off the rest of our, what do you call it? Venusaur there. RIPs, but you have served well. You have served well, Venusaur. That though, Steelix coming in with another break and swipe. Lowering my attack by a little bit. That we are able to finish off the rest of the Steelix. It's the next mon we're dealing with. Oh, it's going to be Serperior again. Opted for the Hydro Cannon. And we're going to go ahead and swap right on out for our Registeel. who does have Focus Blast at the ready, and I think Focus Blast should do neutral damage here. Yes, it does. Okay, with that, final mon to deal with is going to be a Lantern. Lantern is going to be hitting us with some pretty nasty neutral damage, if anything. We should be able to survive at least a few hits here and there. And we can fire back with some good old-fashioned neutral damage with Zap Cannon. I believe it debuffs, no? Or does it just have a dance? Oh, no, it does. And with that, there's a possibility that they're double surfed up. We were one away from an earthquake, but I panicked and went for the Hydro Cannon instead. That could have cost them dearly. Oh no! Look at that. We actually had we had enough time to get to 2 Hydro Cannons here, so okay, we took a little bit of a long way around, but we did manage to finish off the Lantern and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. I apologize, I missed a little bit of a conversation going. Hey, earlier me and my brother traded Shiny Gengar and we got lucky. Now we both got Shiny Lucky Gengar. Ooh, that's good. That's always good. Gonna Mega Evolve it. Oh yeah, Mega Gengar as a Shiny. Solid stuff. And it's at 98%. Dang, that's good stuff. I think you got yourself a really solid Ghost Attacker. Maybe Poison Attacker too, I'm not 100% sure. That's good. That's solid. Love it. It's good stuff. Also, Edovice, I apologize if I butchered your username, but thank you very much for the follow as well. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, that's awesome. Could use a good IV Shining Gengar, but maybe someday. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, pronunciation is correct. Oh hey, we actually got it right. Woo! I'll take it. Okay. Hope I remember how to. I hope I remember it. Okay. Yeah, welcome. And oh, Young Sami as well. Thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. So yeah, with that, we are currently 1-0. It's almost 12 a.m. for you. It is. It's roughly 14 minutes away from 12 a.m. So, after this Great League set, we'll technically be done and over with Go Battle Weekend, but hopefully, fingers crossed, if the Go Battle League's still working as expected, we should be able to get some extra battles in for kind of like an after party battle stuff. 12:46 Monday here. Ooh, hanging out noontime. Thank you for choosing us for your lunchtime entertainment. And Archer as well, almost 12 p.m. I can respect that. Thank you both for stopping by for your hourly lunchtime entertainment. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, right now it's almost midnight for it. We're almost where I'm currently at. It's almost Monday. It's almost Monday for us, but we still have a little bit of a ways to go before that finally happens. But anyway, while we wait for Monday to arrive on my end, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get win number 2 here as we go and against Angelmon Red for match number 2. Alright, Angelmon Red starting things out with a Gligar. Actually, I'm gonna swap out for my Swampert. Probably gonna still take some pretty nasty neutral damage from Aerial Ace and Dig, but otherwise, here's hoping. Okay, that hurt a little bit more than I thought it would. That hurt a little more than I thought it would. Fair enough, fair enough. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way. Clear out shield number 1. Ooh, and with that, they're coming in with a Lickitung. Okay. Well, before our eventual demise, we'll go ahead and fire off one final Hydro Cannon at the Lickitung. And we say goodbye to our Swampert here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. And with that, I'm going to bring in Venusaur. I'm assuming he is still going to be tanking out a Body Slam here. Could be Power Whip, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be Body Slam here. Yep. Okay, so with that, do you bring back the Gligar or are you bringing back a different Mon? I bring in Mon number 3. Yep, it's got to be Gligar. But here's hoping we're able to get some good old-fashioned neutral damage on the Gligar before our inevitable demise. I'd say that's a pretty good amount of neutral damage there. And with that, they're coming in with the Aerial Ace. Woo, buddy. Okay. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Frenzy Plant to their way. Actually do manage to clear out their final shield here. Okay, and with that, I'm assuming it's going to be a Dig coming our way. So, definitely blocking that one out. Ooh, and with that, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Medicham. The counters are definitely not doing us any favors here, but at least we can try and see if we can get some good old-fashioned neutral damage in with a Zap Cannon. Decent amount. And we do manage to lower their attack hit by a little bit, so you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll stay alive long enough to get to another charge move. Woo! Okay, so we are able to fire off the Zap Cannon. And can we? Oh, we actually do manage to lock on, farm down the Gligar there, and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and apologize, Archer, if you still happen to be hanging out for a little bit longer. Thank you very much for stopping by. Greatly appreciated. Or if you happen to see this moment in the saved VOD or anything like that. I want you to know. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Greatly appreciate you stopping by. And ooh, in and out, some good stuff. Sorry, catching up on the rest of the chat. And I actually didn't notice that the Licky was like heavily underleveled. My bad. I never actually paid attention. I just trusted that it was around the right level. I guess that works out in our favor in this case. But yeah, with that, we are currently 2-0. I'm also in the wrong screen. I just realized that. Let me switch that. There we go. Ooh, I'll get to that answer in a moment. But first, we're gonna battle into match number 3 against Perfect Blue. promise I'll come back to it, I swear. But first things first, we're taking on the Cresselia. Just kidding, we're taking on a Registeel, into which case we're going to swap right on out for our Swampert. I'm going to try to tank this out. I don't think Focus Blast is enough to one-shot us. I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely does a lot, but not enough to one-shot us, fortunately. Now with that, we're coming in with the Hydro Cannon. And we're coming with another Hydro Cannon. Alright, get them onto the red. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and use my first shield here. Yeah, I want to keep my Swampert alive as long as I possibly can. Plus, we have another Hydro Cannon at the ready, so well, it's gonna be utilized against a Dragonite. The thing I gotta be a little extra careful about, especially when dealing with a Dragonite, is the fact that Dragonite does know Superpower, and Superpower is definitely not something that Registeel wants to deal with. Thank you very much. Just in case they're going all in with the Superpower, and up is going to be Dragon Claw. We might actually be looking at Superpower in a very quick moment. Maybe. Yep, there it is. Oh, that one hurts. Now with that, we're now going for the Zap Cannon. Okay. This is an interesting one. It could be possible that this Cresselia is packing Future Sight, which is gonna hurt like a lot. But it's packing Moonblast, so we do resist it, so that's good for us. I mean, it could still be packing Future Sight, but for now, we're okay. Okay, can we survive this next charge move? It'll be Moonblast again. And we go on to the red. No, what do I have on my Swampert? Basically nothing. So yeah, that's that one's not we came close to clearing out the Cresselia, but the Cresselia had enough for a Grass Knot, finished off our Swampert, and that will be loss number 1 of this set. RIP's there, but nonetheless GG's all around. Okay. And with that, Edelweiss, if you're still here and you're still curious as to where I live, pretty much chuck a pin into the center of the Pacific Ocean, and that's pretty much where I am. Well, not the exact center of the Pacific Ocean. We're currently on those little rocks in the middle of the Pacific known as the state of Hawaii, pretty much. Yeah. No way. Yeah, no, sorry, I was lying to you. I'm actually in Massachusetts. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah. I am indeed located in the general vicinity of where Pokemon Worlds will be held this coming year. So yes, way. But yeah. Ukraine here. Oh, cool. Yeah, welcome. It is really amazing, like, when you really think about, like, how, like, oh, hit legendary yesterday. Sorry, I said that weird. hit legend yesterday. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm not jealous at all. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's cool. That's good. That's good. But yeah, it is quite amazing. Like thinking about like the idea of like the streaming scene and stuff like that, or like playing these matches like 2463 to 3010. Dang, that's good. I want gains like that. Oh my goodness. I mean, Go Battle Weekend has passed for me already, so I guess we're not getting that, but yeah. I'm hoping one day I'll be able to. Bro, I keep interrupting you. No, it's all good. I enjoy the conversation every now and again. I appreciate. But yeah. Oh, I see we've also been followed by New Age Jesus 69. Hello. Thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Yeah. Just kind of closing out my point. I think it's really cool that, you know, going through the streaming scene and, you know, no matter where we are in the world, like whether over in Ukraine, over here, smack dab in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, you know, we're able to meet together in this streaming platforms, and you know, we're able to all enjoy this game of Pokemon Go or whatever games we be playing. You know, unifying experiences, something like that. Sometimes it's the little things. Anywho. Okay. Ah, man. But yeah. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the next battle. I can't quite remember where our win-loss ratio is right now. I think we're on battle number 4. I think we're 2-1. I guess I'll find out in a moment as we first look for our next opponent, and then we can go double check, see where we're currently sitting in the rankings. Of course, first we need to actually find a battle. There we go. Alright, and with that, match number 4, I think, is going to be against Lian 4567. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against an Azumarill. Arguably a pretty solid place for us. Apparently solid enough to the point where they've opted to call it a night, and we're able to secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. Or 3. Anyway, GG's all around. I just realized, did I? Because it's a new day. I think I might have. Hang on. Shoot, I might have missed out on some things. Well, it's fine. It is what it is, I guess. Completely forgot there's timed research to be had. I mean, we got the free one with the what do you call it? The gloves and stuff. I forgot to get the other one. Dang. Well, it is what it is. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Edelweiss, would you like to live there forever, or would you like to move somewhere? I've debated on that, honestly. I mean, I really do enjoy living out here. It's good stuff. The only bummer things about it is, well, because we're kind of in the middle of the Pacific, like literally everything, any and every event that ever happens that's not here is very much out of the way. And the cost of living out here is quite high, so there's always a possibility I may need to go purely due to like pricing and stuff like that. But for now, I don't have any plans to vacate these little rocks in the Pacific. No plans yet, but we shall see how things go. And I'm on an island in the middle of the ocean, though it's a big island. How big is the big island? Are we talking like so big you have to like cut it into chunks of continents kind of thing? How many nations live? Oh, Australia big. That's a pretty good size. That's a good size island there. Try fly fishing. Might be interesting. Take advantage of that water. True. Alright. Well, you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. If somehow this channel suddenly becomes a fly fishing channel, you can now thank/blame young Sami for that. Living on an island in the middle of the ocean is kind of scary. It can be. But what if one day it goes underwater? Yeah, that I got nothing for you on that one. Yeah, if that happens, it's pretty much game over on that one. I'd say the possibilities are low, but they're never zero. So gotta keep an eye on that. Gotta keep an eye on the water lines, the ocean. Was it the shoreline? It's slowly creeping in. You never know. Anyway. Also, Qtana. Apologize if I butchered your name, but hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on our random talks about general living locations and the possibility, however slim, but still possibility of said locations being pretty much the real life equivalent of Atlantis. So yeah, I can't argue. Is some interesting things to think about. But yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of the possibility that we may get hit by like hurricanes or something like that, because that seems to be a big thing. But I guess that could happen on any shoreline. Anywho, we have one final battle left in this Great League battle, but well, first I see you're questioning Qtana. Give me one moment, just need to grab a quick drink of water. Also, friendly reminder: always stay hydrated. There we go. Okay. Do IVs matter for shadow Pokemon in PvP? Oh yeah, I'd say for the most part I'd say it's a very similar thing to regular Pokemon. They always matter, but you can succeed even if one's considered bad. Yeah, pretty much what Edelweiss just said there. Say for the most part, in general, like day-to-day battles, like in like Go Battle League and stuff like that, most of the time you should still be able to succeed as long as you're going in the general type matchups and stuff like that. The only places I can see where IVs like really matter is when you're in the mirror matchups, into which case, and there's a couple like Pokemon that will be like edge cases that could like flip depending on your IVs, but it's a very narrow margin that you'll probably only see like either like in a like ultra competitive settings and stuff like that. And yeah, like Edelweiss said, even the quote-unquote bad IVs technically have their advantages. Like it's usually not recommended to have high attack IVs, if I recall correctly, but there could be possibilities that having a higher attack IV than your opponent might give you the chance to fire off your charge move first. So there's always well, that's one of the things off the top of my head that I can think of that edge case could come in handy. But for the most part, it's just a matter of making it so that your Pokemon. Oh yeah, for example, I use Hundo Sableye because I didn't have enough XLs at the time. Fair enough. I actually utilize a Hundo Medicham on my side as well, even though I'm pretty sure it's not the most ideal, if I recall correctly. But yeah, especially mirror matchups. If you have the higher attack, you're in a good place. So yeah, for the most part, in like a bulk of matches, a bulk of your matches, I would assume you won't really see too much of a difference in having good or bad IVs. It's just there's very specific edge cases, and of course the mirror matchups. Like if I brought out Shadow Gligar and you brought out Shadow Gligar, the way your IVs are spread are distributed always have a. Well, to be honest, you can clearly see the difference with the Hondo Medi. Fair enough, fair enough. Compared to high rank ones. How do you counter Stunfisks? Do you just farm charge attacks and switch Pokemon? Depends. It's a fair question. I would say for the most part, just having some mons that are pretty resistant to Stunfisk's charge attacks is probably your best fit, because Mudshot, as much as it's able to get you a lot of high energy generation, you're probably gonna randomly got a rank 10 shiny Medi from trading a couple years ago. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I should probably look into when Metatite comes into play again. I should look into, or is hanging out in the wild or in eggs and stuff like that. I'll try and focus a little more on IVs on that one. I kind of like the one that I'm using now, but anyway. But yeah, I'd say for Stunfisk, for the most part, it's just keeping an eye on the, or at least the Galarian one. I would say just keep an eye on the charge moves, because yeah, you don't have to worry too much about its fast move damage unless you're like really low on health. Yeah. I'm gonna ask what your name is. Oh, I'm Jared. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to add to that. It's just Jared. I've gone by Ryan in very specifics and in very specific areas, but if you want to call me Ryan, you can call me Ryan. But Jared works. Anywho. Oh, am I saying that right? Ilia? I'm guessing Ilia. The fact that the capital I and the L's are like merging into each other in the text, it's throwing me off a little bit, but okay. Good to know. Good to know I said correctly. But yeah, anyway. I think we've almost nobody gets it right. I think it helps that it follows the similar was it pronunciation that was assumed from like Hawaiian wording or like kind of Japanese wording. I mean, Japanese doesn't really have L's to it, but it tends to keep the name to. It doesn't really have like a. I feel like they don't really have too much like a hard I sound, unless it's like AI kind of thing. Like it actually spells out I. So for the most part, I think that's how my brain just kind of defaults the I's to E. Okay, now I'm starting to kind of confuse myself a little bit on what in the world I'm saying about pronunciations. Why does A and I become I and then I is pronounced E? What is E? Eh? Eh? Okay, anyway. sorry, before I go completely insane, let's go ahead and jump right back into the Great League so we can finish off this set. Mind sharing a friend code? Oh yeah, I can drop it in the chat in just a little bit, but first and foremost, let's go ahead and jump into our final match of this set against Sangui 123. Alright, Sangui, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Gligar. Like that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in for my Swampert, into which case they're going to swap in for their Azumarill. Okay, so Ice Beam, Play Rough, all packing some pretty nasty neutral damage. Hydro Pump, packing some very nasty neutral damage. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out this next attack. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to handle just fine. Ice Beam gets us well into the yellow, but otherwise, we're still kicking. We're still kicking. Like that, let's see if we can bait off a shield real quick by firing a Hydro Cannon their way. There's the shield. Nice, nice, nice. Can I get to an Earthquake before our demise? Yes, we can. And the big question is, can we get shield number 2, or are we taking out the Azumarill? Azumarill it is. Okay, with that we say goodbye to our Swampert there. RIP, buddy, I've served well. With that, I'm going to try and tank out what I'm assuming is going to be Aerial Ace. Yep. Just getting well into the yellow, so not in the best of places right now, but you know, still opportunities to bounce back, like so. Okay, with that, coming back in with the Registeel, gonna go ahead and chuck up as many shields as we humanly can. Because that Gligar coming in with the dig. Like that, I'm going to go ahead and use up shield number 2 here. It's going to be another dig. And with that, final mon that I have to deal with is going to be a Medicham. And with that, we're going to fire off a Zap Cannon. Ooh, no attack debuff there, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, now we're coming in with charge move number 2. It's gonna be their first charge move, which is gonna be Psychic. And fire off another Zap Cannon. I'm assuming we might be taking out shield number 2 here. I think at this point they're pretty much finishing us off with one final charge move here. Alright, so it's gonna be a nice punch. Finishing off our Registeel here. RIPs, buddy. But with that, we do manage to. Well, we end the night. We end the set in a loss. So RIPs there. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Okay. So at the very least, we managed to get ourselves a positive 3 wins out of 5, so that's pretty good. Oh, right, friend code. Give me a moment. Oh, first, Stardust. I mean, Chimashow. Sorry, what? Oh, never mind. We got 25 XP out of that, so I'll take that, I guess. Oh, right. Let me first claim this 3600 Stardust, this 3 rare candies, and this Sneasel. The Stardust fled, yeah. RIP's there. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and catch this Sneasel real quick. Start of a brand new day. Pretty solid IVs, but I'm going to transfer you out anyway. Sorry, buddy. We'll go ahead and claim the rewards, in which case we are now 2167. I guess there's a cool 4062 Stardust out of that. And considering the time, I think we may actually call it a night soon, but first and foremost, I do want to. I see a couple of questions popping up in the chat, so let me go ahead and provide those answers for you. First and foremost, friend code is on screen, but I'll also throw it in chat. Put this everywhere. Hopefully it sends. Alright, we golden. Alright. Real quick. Okay, so yeah, friend code sent. No respect for the Obama snow. But yeah, not streaming related, but how do you maintain such a positive attitude? Oh, that's easy. I'm just depressed every single day of my life. Not really. Anyway, I don't know. Just, you know, for one, it helps that, you know, you've been a very good crowd. You know, always happy to chat every now and again. You know, hold up some nice conversations. Yeah, for the most part, it's just, you know, if I'm ever feeling down, just having the opportunity to try and, you know, look on the bright sides, no matter how small, you know. Like, even if we do manage to get like the 1 in 4s in our set, you know, I do feel kind of bummed about getting stuff like that, but, you know, at this time, you know, I can still say like, oh, you know, it's kind of a blend of, you know, looking on what we are able to gain from that, into which case, since we do still win one set, we do still get Stardust, so Stardust is always something I'm looking out for. And beyond that, I think it's also, you know, looking at the fact that, you know, like, even if we're in a slump right now, you know, we're still alive and kicking, right? So we still have opportunities to bounce back, you know. It may take some time, it may take more time than we're willing to accept, but you know, it's what was it? Oh, I see friend request, Edelweiss and New Age Jesus. I'll go ahead and send you both some gifts in a moment. But yeah, I think it's just, you know, it doesn't always, you know, don't always stay up and positive all the time, but you know, it's just in the moments where I'm feeling a little bit down, just remembering maybe some of the positives that we have gained from it, even if it may be a small positive, and, you know, just having that the outlook that, you know, even if today was junk, you know, there's always tomorrow. You know, I've always, you know, even though I've had bad days, good days, you know, good days have existed, and I'm sure good days will exist again. I mean, the reality is that there'll also be bad days no matter what, and, you know, yeah. I guess that's kind of how I kind of, you know, take it day by day, right? Something like that. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Tend to bury myself in the negatives. That's fair. You know, there's a lot of negatives that you know, happen either in personal life or, you know, it only takes like a quick scroll through any form of the internet to it's not going to be hard to find to find something negative, but you know, maybe slowly but surely, just you know, just having was it trying to find just the small things, that, you know, the good things, and, you know, eventually one day, you know, bad days always come around, but good days always come around too, so something like that. Anywho, Um, I guess that's my random bit of perspective, I guess. But yeah, also once again, it helps that, you know, y'all seem like, I have good people in my personal life, you know, family, friends, good coworkers beyond here, and in this moment in time, you all seem like very good people as well. At least in this personal win. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, y'all seem like very good people. So I'm, you know, count myself lucky that we get this opportunity to chat for a little bit. And this opportunity to battle it out and go Battle League here and there. But yeah, I think on that note, I know we haven't completely gone through the cycle of like Ultra League and Master League again, but it is starting to get a little bit on the late side for me. So I think now is about the time we should probably start wrapping things up. Since there's a good amount of you over on Twitch, we might go and raid a channel. So if you have any channels recommendations to raid, I would appreciate if you want to drop it in chat, and I can you know, take a look out, see, can send y'all that way. But yeah, in the meantime though, I will say thank you very much to all of you who tuned in to this stream. Thank you very much for the to Missingo 2141, Kurt Ketchum 88, Archer 007, Edo Vice, Young Sami, and New Age Jesus 69. Thank you very much for the follows, greatly appreciated. Would love to get rated myself, but not live at the moment. Edo Vice, I'm currently in the middle of my shameless plugs. Go live now. This is your window of opportunity. We could raid all of a sudden. This is the opportunity. This is the golden moment. But nah, if you want to. Nah, okay. Well, we tried. Anyway, did 200 battles during the weekend. You know what? That's fair. Want to rest a little. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. I'll probably stream tomorrow. Okay. Well, you heard them. You heard them here. You heard them here. Edo Vice streaming tomorrow, so go check that out. Maybe. Holding you to that, Edo Vice. Anyway. Good night to you as well, Young Sami. And speaking of, thank you very much to Young Sami, Edo Vice, who else? Qtana, Missingo 2141, Archer 007, Yuri Avenger, Jazzy, Kurt Ketchum, 73 Nanaman, Yugi Knight, and I apologize if I miss anyone else who was chatting up for the night, but thank you very much for chatting up for the night. Greatly appreciated. Oh, and thank you also to Missingo2141 for the sub as well. I appreciate. Eventually, at some point, we should be able to get ourselves a some emotes to and some extra incentives to subscribe, but hopefully we'll get that done before 2024. That's to be determined. Oh, and thank you very much over on YouTube side. Thank you very much to Radig, as well as there was someone else that came in. I just don't remember for the life of me. What was? Oh, GBA Gamer. Thank you very much for chatting up as well. Greatly appreciated. Now, of course, if you do want to check out any future streams, you can of course subscribe over on YouTube and or follow us / subscribe over on Twitch. If you do want to catch up on any of the streams that were exclusive to Twitch, you can find the VODs for those over on our sister YouTube channel, Voyage Archives. Oh, look at that. And last but not least, if you do want to check out when our general weekly stream schedules are posted, as well as just check our daily happenings, you can always follow us on our socials, Twitter /X and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. With that said, I actually do not have any plans for this week to stream because it is admittedly my birthday week. So I have a couple of trips and stuff planned kind of near the end of that week. So just to kind of get enough time to prepare for all of that, we're going to pause on streaming for now. But we should be coming back next week, Wednesday, give or take. Encountering you was a bless. Encountering you as well was a blessing. E-Device. Yeah. Consider moments like these. Consider myself lucky to have moments like these. Anyway. Apologize if it comes off as a little cheesy, but appreciate all of y'all. But yeah, I guess with that all said and done, once again, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. That's right, I need to raid. What do we want to raid? Who are we feeling? I'm gonna check the Pokemon Go Twitch. Who's streaming Pokemon Go right now? We'll keep it in the same category. I got Fleece King as a tried and true. But let's see who else. Looks like he's just chatting up for a moment. Tealovers Unite. Hello, is this thing on? Tap tap tap. Sure. Relatively small streamer from what I can see. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Looks like they're out and about catching some mons. I see a Krogunk on screen. Yeah. Alright. Starting up the raid. Go forth. Say hi. Or in a moment. I need like 5 seconds to prep. Alright, giving it a couple more seconds. Get ready, prepped up, ready to go. Go say hi to Tealovers Unite. Wish them the best in whatever it is that they're doing. Yeah, thank you once again to all of you who tuned into this one, and yeah, I'll see you guys sometime the following week. Right. See you.